then we have our trowel, which is a miniature shovel. I'm going to use this to make a hole.
Got this.
That's okay. Thank you, Dad. And now what I'm doing is I'm breaking the soil up so it makes it easier for me to take it out, to make the hole. We just put the soil over to the side. This is really good soil. All right. So,
That's very nice soil.
yeah, we made it deep enough so that the plant will fit in here.
Now, you're going
Okay.
to take out the plastic, right?
Right.
Okay.
So I'll show you how to take out the plant. You always want to squeeze the bottom of the container and hold the base of the plant, the bottom of the plant here, and you kind of pop it out.
Nice.
You can see on here there's a lot of roots.
Root bound.
It's root bound, so I'm just going to break those roots up.
Have you got a knife, huh?
No, it's not that bad.
Now, if it was made out of cardboard, that cardboard stuff, you can just put it right in there, huh?
Uh-huh, yes.
'Cause
So now
it's-
that the roots are out, see, they're ready to drink some water.
yeah, they are. They're thirsty.
Put it in the hole. Might be a little
They've been in that pot too long, huh?
Yeah. And then we just take our dirt and just, ooh, there's a,
Worm? Worms are good.
here's a nice earthworm.
There you go. There's the worm.
They are very important.
They are.
They actually bring oxygen to, when they dig through the soil, eat the soil, they bring oxygen and nutrients. So we just take our dirt
Uh-huh.
and cover it up. We don't want to push down, just a tiny little bit,
There you go.
but keep it pretty loose so that the plant can grow.
Now, do you water it right away or you wait for...
Yeah.
You can water it right away?
We can water it right away if you wanted. I'm just going to plant the other one.
And he has a drip system here, right? Do they spray? Those are sprayers right here?
Correct.
These are sprayers?
Yeah.
Boy, he has a lot of planting area in his backyard, huh?
Yeah. Spends a lot of time out here. Okay, so we have the hole dug. So once again, I'm going to hold the bottom of the container and gently
Yeah?
take the plant out. And you always want to keep your containers together or else you'll have a mess later on.
There you
You're
go.
planting a lot. This one isn't too bad. The roots look pretty good.
Looks like it needs to be planted already, huh?
Yeah. There we go.
Mums get huge.
Yeah, they do. And they bloom in the fall, actually. When
Yes.
most flowers bloom in the spring.
They like the coolness.
That's right.
They like the coolness better than they do the heat.
And so it's always good to kind of put the soil and the earth back the way you found it.
Ah,
So. Okay. Now, do you think the girls would like to water?
sure.
Oh,
Lil-
I'll do it. I'll go ahead.
Lily, want to water over here?
Okay. So we just planted these. Actually, we can have a little bit of a bowl here to catch the water. And it's important when you water, you don't want to actually water the flowers themselves. You want to get down in the soil. Because sometimes in the summertime,
Uh-huh.
if you get water on the leaves, the sun will burn the
Oh.
leaves. Good job. Nice drink for the mums.
That's probably
Okay.
enough.
Yeah, that's good. Got it?
Good job.
Thank you.
Did we drown them?
No, they'll be all right, I think.
Wow.
Okay, the second thing I'm going to show you,
Uh-huh.
another good skill, is after the flowers bloom like this, okay? So when the flowers are no longer in bloom, like this, I don't know if you can see. If you
What kind of plant's that?
This is lantana.
Lantana?
Lantana, and this is red salvia.
Oh.
And I like this lantana because it has multiple colors on one flower.
Hmm.
So it has the peachy orange, yellow, pink.
Yeah.
So on this
Beautiful.
part is it needs to be trimmed. And the reason why you trim the old blossoms, you trim, oops, nope, let me try another one. We'll just do this one. You trim right at the base, or right above the leaves. And what that does is when you trim right above the leaves, it stimulates new growth and more flowers to grow.
So show me that again.
Sure. Let's go on this one here.
Oh,
Actually, I'm going to go down a little bit. Instead of doing it up here, I'm going to go down because these leaves are really nice and big. And I'm just going to trim it off right here,
huh.
and that'll stimulate more of these beautiful flowers.
Oh, really?
And I can also show you here on the gladiolus. This is one of my favorite flowers.
Mm-hmm.
These used to be the flowers.
Right.
And just kind of pull back a little bit on the leaves, get down here right above the leaves and trim that off. And then that way, when we do that, it helps the plant to not try to turn the flowers into seeds. So it saves a lot of energy,
Uh-huh.
so that they'll have more energy and more
growth.
more growth the next time it's ready to bloom.
So on this one, then you're saying that you grab it right here and you just go right underneath it? Right there?
See, I'm not going to do right above these leaves. I'm going to go down one set.
Uh-huh. Okay. Now you do it to all of them?
Yeah, you can do it to all your flowers. Like this used to be flowers, so I'll just trim that.
Mmm.
And we always try to keep everything in a pile because we have a compost pile, which we'll go look at.
Okay.
And I'll also show you how to trim roses so that it stimulates a bouquet to bloom instead of just one or two roses.
Okay, show me how to trim roses.
Okay.
Do you use that? Do you use that right there to trim roses,
Yeah,
or
I'm
do
sorry,
you use?
these are pruners.
Okay, pruners. You don't use loppers. You use pruners.
Loppers mainly for shrubs.
Okay.
Okay, so Dad, do you want to come here and show how to do this? Okay, so if you look at this rose, which is spent, it's done.
Yeah.
You look down, and the first set of leaves from the rose, there's 3 leaves, okay?
Uh-huh.
There's 3 leaves over here, 3
Yeah.
leaves here. Here, there are 5 leaves.
Uh-huh.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Sure.
You want to cut right above that first 5 leaf,
Oh.
and
Okay.
that will stimulate more blossoms. Dad, it'll
Okay.
stimulate 5 blossoms, right?
Runner.
Yeah.
A new runner like coming out.
Mhm.
Now, do you trim those off? Those dead ones there?
Yeah. So I'll do the same thing. Go down to the first set of 5. So this one my dad would probably actually cut right down here. Dad, come here, please. When you would trim this, you would actually come all the way down here, right? Probably
Well-
about right here.
What you want to do is look at the shape of the bush, and you want a rose bush to be growing like your outstretched hand. And so, if I was gonna cut this branch back there's a 5 leaf, and if you look real close, there's a little tiny bud right there.
Uh-huh.
So, and that was outward facing. So I want those canebrake, those little buds to be facing, on where my fingernails are. And so, see right there, there's a little tiny bud.
Uh-huh.
What I want to do is cut that right there. And then that bud will send up a new,
Shoot.
it's called a canebrake, and it will
Oh.
have a flower at the end of it.
Ah.
And Same with this one. We're gonna cut this one back. I'll probably go back to an outward facing one is right here. Cut that off. And then,
And you turn these back in the fall, right? Or do you,
Well-
wait till the spring?
actually I should have deadheaded these a long time ago.
Oh, okay.
What month do you usually trim rose bushes? In the fall or the early
No,
spring?
in the spring.
Okay.
And the last week of March or the first weekend of April,
Okay.
when you cut them back. This will be cut back in the springtime. We cut back to about that high.
Okay. Okay.
I'll let this go
Yeah,
now,
you would
but
think
they
the
wanna-
way he cuts
they
it
wanna
down, you'd
complete
think
their
it would
natural-
come back, but it doesn't.
Oh yeah.
They
Yeah.
want to complete their natural life cycle, and right now the flowers are spent, but they're producing rose hips, they're producing seeds, and these they're called rose hips. This is a rose hip.
Wow.
You can make tea out of those too.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. Now let's go
Yum.
look at
Yum.
the compost pile. So,
Okay.
compost is different soils and organic matter, such as the leaves that we just cut off.
Uh-huh.
My dad also puts his grass clippings from mowing the lawn.
Coffee
into
grounds and
compost.
food? Like vegetables, fruit in it?
He doesn't do that in his.
Okay.
Yeah, it attracts a lot of roaches.
Yeah, don't put any food in.
But
I
first
would.
on our way, you can look and see all the tomatoes that my dad planted.
Wow.
They're at the end of their life cycle now, but
Yeah.
we still have plenty of food on them. So
Look at
normally,
that.
normally the tomatoes would be about twice the size that they are now, or 3 times. But this hot spell that we had,
Uh-huh. Oh yeah, it was horrible.
They just stopped growing. This one would normally be about this big around.
Sure. Sure. The heat just was horrible this summer.
You want a tomato?
106 degrees
Okay.
for a while.
Yeah, I know it. That hurt them.
You're welcome. Dad, would you like to give Julie that tomato?
Like what?
Here, we have a tomato. Okay. There you go.
You
So, and this,
Tomatoes in that.
he also grows herbs, and this is basil, right?
yeah.
Yeah, it's just regular basil.
Uh-huh.
And he's kind of slacking here. But
Yeah, I
he,
You need to
if
deadhead
you don't deadhead these flowers off,
Yeah. What
then
happens?
the basil becomes very bitter.
Oh, okay.
What they're doing is they're producing seeds.
Uh-huh.
This was covered with flowers earlier. It's a flower stalk.
So you cut that off then?
What you do whenever they first develop, yeah, you cut them off.
Okay.
And don't let them do that, and then the strength and the nutrition will go into the leaves.
Oh, okay. Wow.
It smells very good. We can make tomato sauce with the tomatoes and the basil.
Yeah, and you can eat that right off the parsley.
Yeah, he has some parsley here. You lost a lot, huh?
Oh, yeah, I just planted.
Is this flat leaf? That's regular parsley?
I've already dug up these tomatoes.
Oh, okay.
This is our onion. This is our onion bed. Oh, there's an onion. There's a couple of them.
Onions are good.
Oh, they are.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
Homegrown onion.
Wow.
Okay. There you go. This is the compost pile. So we have a lot of we get in here, see my dad just clipped the grass, so threw his grass in here,
Uh-huh.
and then later on he'll come out and he'll turn it over to mix everything up.
Yeah, with the shovel.
Yeah, and then we use this soil
Uh-huh.
to plant the plants for next year.
Good.
I'll take that. That's not really soil. It's decayed vegetable matter.
Yeah.
And what it does is, it doesn't really, when I add it to the garden soil,
Uh-huh.
it doesn't really add nutrition.
Uh-huh.
It's not, doesn't have nitrogen in it or anything like that, or necessarily fertilizer, but it has decayed vegetable matter, and what that does is you mix it into the soil, and it improves the soil so that air can get into the soil, and earthworms can move through it quicker, and all
Oh,
that stuff
wow.
easier.
So you just pick grass
And it also
clippings.
will increase the water holding capacity of the soil. So when you're working on a bunch of compost in the soil under a pot or a hole that you're going to plant in or something like that,
Mhm.
the roots can grow in there easily. The air can get in there, and they will also hold the moisture.
Uh-huh. So you put grass clippings, anything that comes out of your
Leaves,
garden,
all the leaves that
leaves,
come out, yeah.
everything. Okay.
Rotten
Excellent.
tomatoes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Anything that can give it nutrients. Okay.
Yeah, anything that's green or was green.
Or organic, anything
Yeah.
organic, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Mom,
Yeah.
say hi.
Hi. Hey, everybody. There's Mom.
Hi. Okay,
Did you
everybody.
already show the onions?
Yeah, look at that. I bet. Are they hot or
No, they're
sweet?
sweet onions.
Sweet
They are
onions.
so
I'll give you
good.
some.
As a matter of fact, they're called candy. And
Oh.
they taste so sweet.
Oh, when I
sweet.
lived in Washington State, we had Walla Walla sweet
Oh,
onions.
Yes.
And somebody accidentally, big sack flew off a truck. We got the whole bag.
Oh, how nice. And then if you put these
Uh-huh.
onions with this basil
Uh huh.
and with this parsley
Mmm.
and with these
There's parsley, yeah.
uh-huh,
Uh huh.
and with these tomatoes
Yes.
and with the homegrown garlic,
Uh huh.
you have a very, very good dish. And I'll give you
Oh,
a
yeah.
taste of it.
Where's
I'll
the
give
garlic?
some to Allie.
Okay.
Do you have
garlic is-
cucumbers? You go
I harvested
cucumbers?
garlic in June.
We got our cucumbers this year up at a farm in
Okay.
Moriarty.
The
Oh.
Schweibeck farm.
Schweibeck.
We should go
That
there.
we drove
Oh,
by
yeah.
yesterday,
Yeah.
the cart.
Let's go by there.
Yeah.
Yeah. That'd be
Okay.
awesome to go there.
And then you can cut those up
Hmm.
with the onions and put vinegar and the stuff on it, and it's really good.
And it tastes good with a little sugar too.
Oh, yeah, I do.
That's how we used to do it in
Yep.
Washington.
Yep.
Vinegar, a little sugar,
That's the way I do it.
cucumbers,
Yep.
onions,
Yeah.
tomatoes,
Salt,
and
pepper.
yep,
Yep.
that's how we do it.
That's what I was raised on.
We used to call it vegetable, like the Spanish people, how they make that gazpacho.
Yes,
We
Yeah.
call it
Oh.
vegetable gazpacho.
Yes,
You know.
She makes the best gazpacho.
I
know.
bet.
love gazpacho.
Okay, everybody, I believe that this concludes our, oh, that's right, no, go ahead.
Liliana and
Julie?
Julie have found something over here that
Oh,
we'll show it.
yeah.
We have
Tell them that they're
this is a
cactus. They're
this
in the
is
cactus family, but they don't
a
have spines.
plant
Uh-huh.
that
Also, there's
right here is called lamb's ear.
Oh, wow. Lamb's
So-
ear, huh?
Feel it.
Wow. Oh,
See,
yeah.
it feels just, and it looks. Watch this.
Wow.
Watch this.
Lamb's ear.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, look at that. Oh, that's cute. Oh.
See how it feels? It feels so soft. It's just like it's got fur on it.
Oh, is it just for decor?
Yeah,
Decoration?
well, yeah, it's coming up kind of like a
Do
weed
any
around
animals
here.
like to eat it?
Yeah, it's pretty stinky.
Okay.
I mean, when
Yeah.
it's broken open. But
Yeah.
ants love it.
Oh, ants
love
hide in there, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
That's great. Yeah,
It's almost an
Very
herbal, real strong herbal.
yeah. I wonder if the Indians used to use it for anything.
Oh, probably.
Oh, yeah.
They probably did.
But doesn't it feel just like a
Yeah.
ear of a lamb?
It does.
It does. That's neat. Well, thank you.
Here, we have one more thing.
Okay, one more thing here.
Careful, don't trip here. Okay, girls, do you want to come show? Want to come get the leaves out of the corn? Yeah, they did.
Uh-huh. Yeah, they did.
Could show these two. These are the succulents. I know that
These
Mr.
are
Randy,
succulents?
Mr. Randy has succulents that he got.
Yeah, from Madagascar. Those are beautiful succulents. This one's beautiful.
Sure is.
You have to bring those in during the winter?
We tried it, and they just kind of died anyway. They need the bright sunlight, and we just don't have a place inside where we have bright sunlight.
And little humidity kind of they
yeah,
like.
yeah, they're outdoor plants. for
There's
sure.
a leaf over
Wow.
here. The girls are going to get the
Those
leaves.
are interesting.
The leaves out of the
Those are neat. What's this called? Looks like an
I don't
ear.
know, but isn't it beautiful?
Oh yeah, I like
Tim would
this.
know.
I like this one.
Yeah.
These look like beans,
Yeah.
don't they?
Now, see how this one comes right out of the,
Wow,
and how it blooms.
that's interesting. Wow.
Good job, Liliana. Liliana's getting all the leaves out of the pond.
Look at the what do you call it? The ironwood, the wood,
Petrified wood.
petrified wood. That is so neat.
And Jim has
That's beautiful petrified wood.
Very,
Wow. You'll have to show me on the GPS where to find those.
Sure.
What is that?
Just a beautiful rock, isn't it? All of these are very special rocks.
Where
know
did
the
you
name of it, but I
find
forgot. I have
that?
to look it up.
That's amazing.
This one's from a riverbed in China.
Oh, wow.
This actually was a little more green before it got out here in the sun for all
Whoa,
these.
that's spectacular. Unique.
This is an interesting one too.
Oh, look at that geode. That was a geode, huh? Agate. Is it an agate or just you call it a geode?
Well, the geode actually is a hollow and has crystals on the
Oh,
inside.
that's right.
Okay, everybody, thank you for going on a tour in the garden and learning how to plant. And I hope you had a good time. Everybody have a good day.
Thank
Good job.
you.